yes, the elite in terms of bigs, and I'm talking the top probably five. Yes, top five bigs. Typically as of right now, foreign players. But I will ask everybody from the US, pump your brakes on slandering American bigs. Yes, aren't Jokic and Giannis. But after Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid, once we're talking about bigs versus bigs, American versus the rest of the world, I mean, who are we? We're talking about the Domantas Sabonises of the world, the Valanciunises of the world. We're talking about, and I'm talking about guys that played. Well, some guys that played. Rudy Gobert. I mean, Wendy still has to prove himself.
Yeah,
but,
I say
Rudy Gobert, Vucevic, Valanciunas. I mean, at that point, I mean, I feel comfortable and call me crazy, but at that point, I feel comfortable saying a guy like Anthony Davis, a guy like
him. You said Young earlier though, right?
Okay, a guy like Evan Mobley, a guy like Bam Adebayo. What is the gap? What's the gap between Bam Adebayo and Evan Mobley? Bam Adebayo, Evan Mobley compared to Valanciunas. What is
you picked a
Valanciunas?
Yeah, you picked a low.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Domantas Sabonis. What's the gap?
Like dead even.
Bam and Sabonis are like debatable right now.
Yeah. Well.
So again, outside of the elites of the least, the top three, which is Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis, outside of them, the rest of the world's bigs, yes, they're good. I'm not saying they're not good, but the way motherfuckers are talking about American bigs, you would think it's literally just a bunch of fucking Jared Allens in America. Like, that's the drop-off. It's literally AD who's old, and then the next up and coming is Jared Allen. There are still formidable big men in American ball. It's just the foreigners they got the torch right now, and it's really top heavy. Again, after Sabonis, we're really talking about Vucevic, Valanciunas, goddamn Zubac. Like, who are we really worrying about for the rest of the world? These guys are playing for one. I would love to see where is he from? Dominican Republic. Mm-hmm. I love to see what the DR puts together for them.
I mean, again, we can name low.
That's a different conversation, though.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and we could just name low end American bigs. There's something like DA off rip. This is like one of the most slandered.
No, he's not from.
He's not. He's Bahamas.
He's not. Yeah,
I'm looking at most of these starting bigs, and this is just a quick glance. I could be wrong. I could be right. Somebody in chat correct me. A lot of these bigs that are used in the league are foreigners. Am I right or am I wrong? Somebody correct me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I mean, I'm looking at terms of just the top rebounders, which is going to be very big, heavy. In terms of bigs, I mean, like I said, outside of the elites, I mean, it's a mixed batch.
Fuck it, I got Nick, 2K loaded up right here.
Nick, what you call it? Nick Claxton, American. Jared Allen, American. Bobby Portis, he's American.
I got
Mitch Robinson,
right here.
American. Jalen Duren, who I got a lot of stock in, American. Mason Plumlee, American. Again, I'm just looking based off of league leaders and rebounding.
All right, so
Wendell Carter, American. Walker Kessler, American.
I don't know if we're gonna use like a scoreboard or some shit, but like we could just take a mental note in terms of the bigs, because I think you're going for like the middle ground argument. I'm gonna just name every fucking body for the sake of it and speed run it. You got Embiid, you got Giannis, you got Vooch. All right, yeah, that's Jared Allen over there. You got Porzingis, Zubac.
Rob will be the starting center for what you call
Adams, it. American.
No, he's Australian.
Steven Adams. Where Clint Swift.
Capella, he's African. He's not American. He's not American.
Yeah. Clint. You got Bam.
That's American.
All right, Bam's American. Hornets center. Who cares? Mark Williams or Nick Richards, one of them two. Walker Kessler,
American.
Domantas Sabonis,
foreign.
All right, so that was 8. Mitchell Robinson,
American.
AD,
American.
Wendell,
American.
Dwight.
I believe.
Dwight Powell. Shit.
Oh,
Dwight Powell. Nick Claxton.
He's Canadian. Dwight's Canadian. Nick Claxton's American.
Okay. Jokic. Miles Turner.
Foreign. Miles Turner, American.
Valanciunas.
Foreign.
Jalen Duren.
American. Bam does not play for Nigeria, you idiots. He plays for America. The clip of him and KD arguing for the fucking ball in USA jerseys went viral today. Shut the fuck up.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Jakob.
Portal, foreign.
Sengun.
Foreign.
Vic.
Foreign.
DA. And
foreign.
then
Technically
Chet.
foreign, yeah. Chet, American.
Rudy.
Foreign.
Nert.
Foreign.
Looney and Gafford make American, unless I'm way wrong. I ain't gonna lie, that's unless I'm mistaken, is that not slight advantage to foreign?
In terms of starters in the NBA, I mean, that are we justifying by who's starting in the NBA at big? And with the Celtics, Rob Williams is starting center. What?
Don't do talent because some of
Porzingis
like
might be starting at center. Actually.
Yeah, I'm about to say Porzingis is
Why
like
Porzingis start at center.
Run Al at the 4, more spacing.
Yeah, you run Al at the 4. They depend where they want to list it.
Or Tatum's at the 4 too.
They're literally too big. They're literally too big.
It is too big, yeah.
But then, like, if we were to do a skill thing, I hope not, because some of the like American starting centers was kind of weak compared to the like. And they just really talk about like Chet's to be determined the same way Vic's to be determined, so we can cut them both out. Daniel Gafford, Kevon Looney going up against off rip. The next two names I see is Nurk and Rudy Gobert. In fact, that's debatable. Most people would take the foreigners there. You got DA, Sengun, Jakob for like versus like Jalen Duren. You got and Miles Turner. You got Valanciunas, Jokic versus like Nick Claxton.
Outside of the elite, again, you have to realize how FIBA play is played. Niggas like Valanciunas isn't about to be hovering around the 3-point line like he is in the NBA. They play down low. So a guy like Kevon Looney, despite what y'all want to say talent wise, when it comes down to FIBA play, bigs play in the paint and they rebound. We're talking about the guy that was just comparing to fucking Bill Russell when he was playing fucking playoff basketball, was putting up crazy numbers we ain't never seen before in terms of getting boards. What we were missing in the tournament play this year were bigs playing inside the paint, getting boards. The guys that you named, again, the Kevon Looneys, the Jalen Durans, the Walker Kesslers, the Nick Claxtons, those guys are going to be getting you boards, protecting the rim. That's what we need. Yes, they might not be as skilled as Domantas Sabonis, but when it comes down to Domantas Sabonis being the only nigga on his team for real, or he's going to be the only guy with the name and everybody else is going to be playing team ball, it's not going to matter because Domantas Sabonis is going to be out there playing like his dad. He's going to be playing like a traditional big. Valanciunas played like a traditional big. That's what's going to look at Nikola Jovic. Came off the bench for the off the bench for the Heat when he played for his national team, was their star player, and he played like a traditional big. So think of guys like that. I'm just saying these guys that you're seeing and you're saying, oh yeah, the talent for the foreign guys, it might be great, but when you play FIBA play, a lot of that shit is boxed in. You're playing old school type of ball.
Oh. Hey,
so it works out. I'm just saying,
America needs more centers. Talking about just now, but I thought he was talking.
So what was my argument?
I was saying on that specific thing when we was naming the centers, and correct me if I'm wrong, I could be wrong. I thought you were saying that like the top end talent, the centers, yeah, that's 100% the foreigners, but like the middle ground is more American heavy. And then so it's like, I don't know, this is like a direct comparison. So then I loaded up 2K to try to see what that middle ground truly is like. And I was like, actually, to be honest, the American niggas that start are pretty low end. And now we talking about FIBA play. I thought the argument was
I made was the top end of the foreign bigs are obviously clearing, but after you get past the Jokic's, the Embiids, and the Giannis's, and niggas can rewind because apparently I'm moving the goalposts. Once you get past that, and you get to, and once you get to Sabonis versus a nigga like Bam, like I said, is what's the gap between Sabonis and Bam? Bezos even said it. Oh, they're probably dead even, or it's an argument for them two against each other. And that was my point. After you eliminate the elites, it's an argument in terms of that next batch of bigs. It's not just dominated by foreign players. It is a mixed batch. I'm not saying, oh, the middle after that is American heavy. I'm saying it's a mixed batch between American and foreign players. It's not just, oh, foreign bigs are dominating and all the Americans have is Jared Allen and Walker Kessler. That was my point. But if niggas want to say I'm moving the goalposts, I do not care. I'm not doing this for a third week in a row, bro. Go ahead.